Hi everyone, doing another box opening. I have Fuji here to help me out because this is another Smart Doll. I won her on auction. I did not buy her direct from Smart Doll Japan, but I did get her from Japan. I bought her off of Yahoo Japan through Bayou.jp. I have bought many doll things through Bayou.jp and all the wonderful sites that they give you access to. And they recently started shipping with EMS again, and this happened to be one of two boxes that I had shipped from them with EMS for the first time since it had opened back up. It got stuck at customs in Chicago O'Hare for about 10 days, but then it got released and showed up at my house all in the same day. So it is a Smart Doll, and I am making this recording on my Chromebook, which I really am struggling to learn to use. I'm basically accepting that it's basically a big cell phone. So if this video is weird or not quite right, I'm just going to try my best and give it a whirl. So I am also going to take pictures with my phone as I'm doing this box opening because I just want to document it from all possibilities in case, of course, this video isn't so great. So Fuji's here, and she is, by the way, standing up with one of the new clicky clacky stands. I actually took the time to put it in properly, and it works great. It's definitely an improvement from the standard stand. Not that the standard stand is bad, it's just that this one you can much more easily swing it around, move it around, and hide it. Like, you can't really even tell that she's using it, and she's kind of like standing like hi, and you can just barely see the edge of the stand down here. Anyway, moving on to the box opening. So this was sent via EMS. It was one of the first packages that I got sent this way since COVID shut that down. So I'm really happy that that shipping feature is open again. And I almost kind of wish Culture Japan would go back to that, or Smart Doll, just because it would save them money, right? And what's waiting a week or two, except for we've definitely all gotten spoiled by DHL. Man, they're fast, aren't they? Alright, so this was repackaged for me by Bayou.jp because I had them consolidate two things. It was two Smart Doll items that happened to be sold by the same seller at different times. I just had them hold on to the first one and then consolidate it with the second item. So they definitely package things up. So it's kind of a review for Bayou.jp too. You can see they make everything very safely packaged. Lots of bubble wrap, so we'll just toss that all aside and reuse it for later, right? I'm going to set it over here so it's out of the way when I sit down to open this stuff up. Lots and lots of bubble wrap. This definitely looks like a package since it is taped up, so we'll set that down over here. And then this is the actual secondary package, which you can tell is about the size of a Smart Doll box. And then they put bubble wrap on the bottom too. So we'll just set that box aside. And I don't know if this is an actual Smart Doll box or if it is, just the box that the sellers shipped it in, but it certainly looks about the right size. Just taking one quick picture here. Fuji's feet are in the picture, but that's okay. Alright, there we go. And let's get this unwrapped. So this is probably, this bubble wrap around here is almost certainly from Bayou.jp, since they would have opened the package that was sent to their warehouse for me after I won the auction and determined that it was the correct item because I paid for inspection. And to make sure there's no damages, and then I paid the small fee to have it consolidated. So the two items that I wanted them to put in the same box got repackaged into one box and sent out to me after I paid the shipping fee. So actually this does look, it is a Smart Doll box, but it's definitely an older version, I guess you could say. It's definitely been opened. This is not a brand new doll or anything like that, but it is older, so it's going to have some differences from my dolls, because all my dolls are basically from this year well, from Christmas of last year at the latest, which is my little Fuji. She's my Christmas girl. So let's just take a look at this. So we have Smart Doll box. Smart Doll. It still has kind of all the same information on the outside of the box. Just looks different, right? Nothing on the back. So it has their address. I wonder if that's their old address, because didn't they move? Well, I know they moved floors, or they added floors. I'm not sure. Anyway, oh, I'm just going to take a quick picture of this too, because it's kind of exciting to see something so, like, vintage, even though Smart Doll isn't that old. I don't even think they've celebrated their 10-year anniversary yet, have they? I don't know. I'm new to Smart Doll. I mean, I've been following them for several years, but Fuji at Christmas time was my first one coming home. And this girl will be my 5th. I can't even believe it. Just like I said the other day that I couldn't believe I was welcoming home my 4th in like less than 6 months. It doesn't matter. We all know that we can't just have just one, and we all want more, right? Because they're just so beautiful. So to me, it looks like the seller packaged it up the way that they probably originally got it from Culture Japan, right? Let's take a look here and see what there is. A Mirai Suenaga? Yeah, Suenaga bag. So that's nice because that's different from the little one that I got, or the one that I got from when I got Fuji at Christmas, which I believe has Chitose on the bag. I'm just going to set this stuff aside really quick. One more picture, just because I like documenting. And if any of you know who this is already, because you saw the auction just like I did, you're a step ahead of everybody else on the video, right? So let's see. Pretty much packaged up the same. Feet are pointed up. That could just be the seller. Usually now I think when they put them in the bag, they lay their feet flat. But still, same packaging premise, right? And this does not have that canvas bag, so that's a little bit different too. Maybe this was before the canvas bag came along. So here's the goodie box. Same relative idea, just different because it's older. Set that over there, and let's just take this fabulous girl out. So, can I guess yet who she is? It is Mirai. So, I believe that she's in milk, but I'm going to have to compare her to, let's see if I can get her to stay there, to Fuji's cinnamon skin tone. Let's see the couple other things that are in here. There is the air stand. So this was kind of an expensive auction item, but it's older, and I accept that. But it came with quite a few things, and when I did the math, the cost of this doll plus the clothing and the stand and everything that was sent along, you know, I'd say it averages about out. So this looks to be part of the air stand. It's definitely a thicker telescopic stand, so it probably goes with that. And then lastly, the last thing in here in the box is a bag after all. It's just not the canvas bag. It's a paper bag. So that's kind of cool because that's also different. And it has who but my favoriteest little girl, Fuji, ever. She's so cute. Oh, and it has Mirai on the back. So Fuji. Man, if anybody has this blue shirt out there, I will buy it off of you. Fuji needs it. She's like been telling me she needs her original clothes. So we'll see what comes with Mirai here. This is kind of exciting, right? Let's just open this doll right up. I'm going to take a seat here. Hopefully I'm still okay in this video. Still same premise, you know. bubble wrapped up from the kneeling position. Obviously the seller repackaged her, but probably took the cue from how it was originally arriving to them. So let's see what she looks like. I'm just going to use some scissors here. Actually, I might just be able to slide her out. So here she is. It's funny to see her feet turned around. Let me see if I can fix that here real quick. There we go. 1 foot, 2 foot. So she has Mirai at the back, on the back of her head, and also on the back of her neck. I'm just taking a look at her eyes. They are so cute. And I tried to determine, I couldn't tell from the pictures on the site to what I was looking at on this auction, if she was the original version or like the anniversary version. Gosh, I'm sorry, I'm like kind of warm here. It's like 70 degrees out today and I'm just like really warm. So, sorry about that. Okay, so let me just get her up close so you guys can take a look at her face. So there she is. I can't get much closer because I'm just using my Chromebook, like I said, and I know the imagery isn't that great there, or the lighting isn't that great. So, what does she look like? Yeah, I think that could be the original, or the milk skin tone, which I don't have a milk girl. I have, 3 cinnamon, and I just got the Tea Genesis the other day. So now I have a milk one, which is pretty cool. And it's Mirai, which is also very cool. I'm kind of debating, like, I'm really falling in love with these smart dolls, and every time I see the banner image of like the original Culture Japan crew, it kind of makes me want to get that crew. And now I have 2 of them, right? So I have Mirai and Kizuna, and I don't know. We'll see what time will bring with that. Still heart set on a blue prowess, right? Someday, hopefully. We'll see what happens. So let's see what comes with her from the auction seller. A Japan map from Culture Japan. Has Mirai on it. Obviously this isn't really a doll accessory, but it comes with, obviously this was printed by Culture Japan. Let's just take a look here. I can't really see the front because it's taking up my screen viewing, but it's pretty cool. So there was 6 original. So it's featuring Mirai, Suenaga, and friends. So Mirai, Kizuna, Haruka, Chitose, Kanata, and Eiji. So the boy was part of it. I didn't realize that. That's interesting. So that's a fun little thing just to have. And this is like maybe their old card instead of that postcard that we all get now with Mirai's picture on it. This is just like a business card size. Blank on one side, picture of Mirai on the other. I'm wondering, like, if this could be the like package release that they would sell when they've gone to conventions in the past, Smart Doll. The only ever time that I really saw pictures was when I was following them and they went to like anime or whatever anime convention in New York. I didn't go, but I saw people lining up and picking up their Smart Doll orders, and I know that they were like package sets, so you could get like a doll with a clothing set and everything, and I thought that they came in those paper bags. I don't know. So this is a pack of those cards that people were recently all excited about, and I suggested getting those cute little stickers that one Etsy seller is selling. I think those are adorable, and you know, you can kind of put them anywhere, but let's see. So they're like little Maybe this isn't the cards that people were looking for, but oh, it's cute though. It's Moe Kana. So cute, cute word, or cute Moe, cute, and Kana, like hiragana, katakana. I don't know. I tried to learn Japanese. I did not do well. But it's Mirai and her sister and oh gosh, I don't remember the names, even though I just read them all. But it's paper, rocks, or scissors, rock, paper, vocabulary flashcards, basically. And so Mirai has scissors, and it's choki, rock, gu, and paper, pa. I don't know. But that's cute. It's fun. Another little, not necessarily doll thing, but fun thing from Culture Japan that maybe they don't put out or sell out anymore. So in here we have 2 wigs, it looks like. So this to me looks like the classic Mirai wig because I see the braid there, and it's also there. It's on both sides. Says Smart Doll, produced by Danny Chu, inspired by Mirai Suenaga, developed by Culture Japan. That looks to be her classic wig to me. We'll try that on in a second, so she doesn't have to stay here naked. Here, hold that. Does that help? No. Okay, you're just going to stay and wait. Here is a second wig. It looks like Mirai's hair color, but no braids. Did Mirai used to come with 2 wigs? Was this a secondary wig that they released later? I don't know. And you can tell the wigs now come in like Ziploc baggies, or not Ziploc, but like pull string with this. So this is definitely an older feature too. And then this would be the clothes sets and that came with her. Here, it's everything in here. So there's her telescopic stand. There's a little card. That must be like similar to the postcard, but it's like anime version. It's not like a photograph of the doll. There's her like classic orange and white shirt, and underneath is the brown beanie and the little white like cross barrette, if you can see that there without the glare. And there's socks in there as well. I thought I saw the shoes as part of the package. Oh, there's probably undergarments in there also. So that's her whole set to like get her going out of the box. So that's pretty cool. We'll take a look at that individually in just a second. But there was other items, like I said, with from the seller. It wasn't just like one clothing set, so that's why I thought the value of this was pretty good. And I didn't even realize there was 2 wigs. I thought there was only 1. So here's a pair of shorts, which probably aren't up on the site anymore. The belt, I don't know if that's like a standard part of Mirai's older outfit. But I do have a belt from Smart Doll, but it's that double pieced one. I don't know. Here is a Mirai shirt with the little ruffle at the bottom. It says 001 Future Mirai Suenaga. Oh, established 2007. So if that's the case, then was Smart Doll established in 2007? Then they've definitely celebrated a 10-year anniversary. But maybe it was when Culture Japan was established. I don't know. And the last thing in here is her loafer shoes. That would be, I would guess, would go with her like jeans and orange and white shirt. I'm interested in these because they actually are much darker than I thought they would be. That could just be from age. I don't know. I thought they were more light brown. But all I can say to that is I would say with Smart Doll, the shoes are so worth it. Not only because, you know, it's obvious that Danny was influenced by his dad, but they're really quality. Like, they use real leather, which is impressive when you consider that other doll companies or doll stores just use like the faux leather and it just crumbles apart and it looks awful after no time at all. But this has stood the test of time, right? It looks really good. So all these goodies came with this single auction, and I'm really pleased to have Mirai for one, and to have her the milk skin tone. I hadn't had that yet, so that's pretty cool. And I mean, she's flawless as far as I can tell. You know, if there's like slight yellowing due to age, it's consistent across her body. So, I mean, does that affect the milk skin tone? Maybe. It'd only make it look slightly more cinnamon. But I really love it. I love her. She's adorable. And the funny thing is, I think I have her eyes like in Fuji's right now, because I switched Fuji's out from the blue for Kazuna to brown. But I don't know. It's fun. It's just funny that I happen to have the same eyes in her. So yeah, she's pretty good. And just for the heck of it, to see how, oops, my stuff is sliding off the bubble wrap there. Just to see how she does standing on her own after all this time being, you know, in a box or just from age. Let's see how she does, because even though they have these fantastic stands, they also stand pretty well on their own. Ta-da! I feel really bad that she's naked. But she doesn't mind. She's just showing that she's still awesome after all this time. Alright, so then the last thing that was in the box, which was a separate auction from all of this, but from the same seller, is just a couple other older Culture Japan items. And that seller happened to be selling like a number of things around the time that this auction was up. And, you know, I was interested in some of them, but they ended up going too high. There was a lot of like discontinued clothing items. And I tried to bid on one or two, but it just didn't work out for me. But that's okay, because I got Mirai, and I'm pretty excited about that. So let's see if I can get this out of here. More bubble wrap. Can't go wrong by they really do a fantastic job of properly shipping things, especially expensive things that you really want to be shipped safely. If you've ever considered looking, I'm just telling you, it is pretty much my 100% resource for buying secondhand doll stuff, other than the Facebook groups now. I don't shop on eBay really at all anymore, because I want stuff direct from Japan. Alright, so the things that came with, or in this other auction, were the, I don't know what this is called, but basically the American flag swimsuit. Maybe I'll put that on Mirai so she does have something on. That's really fun because I am so gung-ho to try to collect all the swimsuits. I mentioned it in my last unboxing where I brought out my Genesis T, who I named Zephyr, which that video cut off, and it's because I'm running out of storage across all of my platforms to save stuff. So hopefully this will be okay, and it'll save on my Chromebook here. Anyway, I really want to collect all the swimsuits. I think they're so cute, especially like the Mirai one that was white with like the orange accents and like the blue bows. Oh, I would love that. And the recent one that just recently like sold out like within the last few months or so. The I don't know if it's the last few months, maybe sometime in the last year. The like weathered looking one with like the green and I don't know, brown or something. I think that would look really great on my tea girl, Zephyr. I have to keep remembering that that's her name now. Anyway, so I might put this on Mirai just because it's an easy thing. And then the other thing that came with was, in this auction, was these two things together, was an extra large bust with the headlights. You can kind of see them there. And Mirai just has her standard one on. I just want to look at the skin tones. They are really close. If you ever like really desire milk versus cinnamon, it's so close. I mean, I guess it'd be noticeable in a group, like where you have them next to each other, but it's very close. It's not like you missed out forever on that skin tone because cinnamon is just so close. So let's just take a quick inspection, not totally awkward or weird at all on these oversized busts. Look at that. That's big. The back on her neck does say Mirai. On her neck, on the bust neck. So I guess, and this is milk tone, so I can only use it for this doll. I'm not sure I want Mirai to be super oversized. Okay, anyway, so there's that. This did not actually happen to come in a Smart Doll like original bag like everything else, which is curious. I don't know if the seller just didn't have it or if they didn't come that way previously. I don't know. So what am I coming at to you? 25 minutes. My videos always take like half an hour, so real quick I'm just going to try to dress her in like a wig and this bikini, so she has something and I can show her at the end with something on. Now I do remember the current bikinis, the back doesn't untie, so this one does, which is different, and it's so that it fits better basically, and you have to take the top off and just slide it down over the abdomen and then slide it back up. But since this one unties and it's pretty big anyway, I'm actually just going to slip it all the way up over her feet and hips and just have it go all the way up past her abdomen and see if I can slip it up over her head. Should be able to. So I don't know, I wonder actually, like with the large bust, like did they used to make swimsuits in different sizes, because this is like really big on this standard bust, but I mean it's not that big of a deal because I can just tie it appropriately. Let's see if I can tie it here. I have to make some room for myself here. I'm like right in the corner of my house. Okay. Let's see. So looks pretty decent there. Just tie it up in the back. And you know, tying, like having two ties is okay. As opposed to the new bikinis that only tie it around the neck. But of course it's a little bit you know, less strings hanging around or blowing around in the images, I guess, if you don't want extra strings. But it's really not that big of a deal. And either way is okay with me. So there we go. Yeah, it's just a matter of tying it so that it looks decent. On a smaller bust, I guess it would fit well on the bigger bust too, because it definitely has some space for that. See if I can make that lay flat. Okay. Gosh, Mirai is adorable. They're all adorable, aren't they? We all just love these Smart Dolls. Every one that comes out is like cuter than the last, I swear. Alright, so she's got a top on. Let's see if these are tied up. This is also like tied on both sides of the hip, so there's two ties to like, I guess, loosen or tighten it, or you know, do some racy pictures with, I guess, if she's getting ready to go out in the pool or not. Let's see if I can get this up over her hips here. And I tell you, these Smart Doll girls, man, they wear their bikinis like low on their hips, but they got little hips, so there you go. She's so patriotic and so summery. I just love it. I just want to see like how she looks. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's so cute. All right, let's get some hair on her and see if we all recognize her. You know what? For however old she is, whatever the release is on this, because there isn't really a date. I mean, her joints are still very tight. That's one thing I super appreciate about Smart Doll. Over really, I feel their main competitor, Volks. You know, with this size and style of vinyl doll. I just, I'm very sad with Volks having just stopped support of their older dolls. And that's one thing that you can say about Smart Doll. You know, they really haven't changed the internal frame or the overall body shape that much that I know of since its inception. Okay, is this the one with the braids? So this is the one with braids on both sides. And this one has no braids. Oh, and I guess this would be shorter, right? So the one with no braids is like a shoulder length maybe. And then the one, her classic one with braids, ooh, is much longer. I didn't realize it was that long. Well, since it's summer, let's actually give her a short hairstyle. Right, she's going to the pool. She asked her mom or, you know, her friends or her sister, hey, what do you think? Should I get a short haircut for summer? And everybody's like, Mirai, you're going to look adorable no matter what you do. So let's get this out of here. All right, so this one is a little bit frizzy, but it might have just been me just snatching it out of the netting there because quality still, years and years later, great. Feeling very soft. Really, it's not that frizzy. It was just kind of stuck in the netting. Gosh, quality wigs, let me tell you. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about Vogues much longer, but the reason I was sad about them is because I had the older versions, and then they went to their F3 frame and basically pulled all other like pieces from the older frame off of their site. So no support, no more being able to fix broken pieces. You're only going to luck out with other customers who are selling their poor old broken dolls because there's no more options to get broken pieces. It's really, really disappointing when it comes down to it. So I don't know, is this, let me pull it up a little bit so we can see her eyes. Yeah, this looks like Mirai's wig. Gosh, she's so cute. Here you go. So it's not even exactly short because it still comes back to like her mid back. But there she is. Super, super cute. Yay, Smart Dolls, right? Okay, this just went past 30 minutes, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely be taking lots of pictures of Mirai. I will take an updated little family picture now that I have, let's think, Kizuna, Challenge, Perception, and Genesis, and Mirai. And I'm just going to tell you, there is still a little box in the corner of my room, in another room, that is knocking and sighing and saying, hey, I was here first before all these other girls, except for Fuji. And she's really, really wanting to come out. But she's my birthday present. She has to wait another month. All right, thank you so much for watching.